Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm practice tips again, and I'm going to be creating another autumnal set, brown gold, like a reddy brown from CJP. So here I'm creating a pointed smile line with CJP and more. I've prepped my tips by etching over the plate, and now I'm coming straight in with CJP and more. So with this first bead, I've placed it down, I've blended the back of it, and I'm just concentrating on the point, nothing else, just concentrating on trying to get that point nice and sharp so I don't have to do too much filing, although I will be coming in with a file. Now I've placed my second bead, blended that into the first, pulled it over the top of the first bead, and then blended it back, ready for the next cuticle bead. So I've placed my cuticle bead, let that polymerise for a moment, and then swipe over, bringing the top of that bead over onto the other beads that I've placed. Making sure I swipe down those side walls, keeping that wall nice and high, ready for my next colour to butt up to. Then I obviously didn't feel that my apex was high enough and the wall was high enough, so I've come in with another bead, bringing that wall up higher. You can see here that the point is not very pointy at the moment, so I'll be able to do all my work on that with my file later. So now I'm coming in with pomegranate from CJP. This is a beautiful colour. It's almost metallic when it hits the light. So I've placed the first bead, pulled that down towards the tip, then blended the back. Obviously the colour wasn't there enough, so I've come in with another small bead at the bottom. Keeping the shape of the tips. I'm now coming in with my next bead. Spread that across the nail, bring that down onto the first bead, turn my brush around and give that a swipe at the back to make sure that it's blended into the tip. Cuticle bead on, get that nice and flush up into that cuticle area with the tip of my brush, and then just blend the bottom of that bead down onto the rest of the beads, creating a full nail. And as you can see there, it almost looks metallic. It's a lovely colour. And then again on this one will be another full nail, so I'll just let you watch this. You can see that I'm always swiping at the side of the nail. I'm trying not to let that acrylic run over the sides, so I want to be in control of that acrylic. If there's too much bulk at the sides, you're going to have really high side walls. It's going to look chunky, so you want to try and keep the majority in. I wanted to try and keep the majority in the middle of the nail, but making sure I've got coverage at the sides. So I'm always swiping to get rid of any acrylic that's fallen to the side. So I'm coming in now with my file. I think this is an 80 grit file, and I'm making sure that the corner of the file is into the corner of the wall, back and forth, just to try and get that point sharp, nice and sharp. And now I'm using pomegranate to go around the edge of that smile line or chevron or triangle, just to create some depth to this nail. The bottom of the nail is going to be glitter, and I haven't started with my glitter yet because sometimes it can contaminate your monomer or the tissue that you're wiping your brush on, so I try and leave any glitter till the end. So yeah, just bringing in that pomegranate all over the side of that wall and just blending a little bit down onto the nail. So now I'm coming in with my glitter. This is a really nice deep dark chocolatey brown colour. Well, I can tell you where I got it from. It's like I sell it on my eBay, so this is one of my glitters. So I'm just popping my brush into the monomer, getting a small amount of monomer onto my brush, then dipping into the clear acrylic, picking up a small bead again, then dipping that into the raw glitter, which will pick up some of the glitter and place that straight onto the nail. Get that blended into the nail, making sure I've got good coverage with that glitter. Sometimes I don't even need to pick up a bead of clear acrylic. I can just go straight in with some of the glitter without any acrylic, so I can just dip straight into the glitter and pop that straight onto the nail. And this again is one of my own glitters, and this is a gold glitter. I thought this went really well. It's not a yellowy gold, it's a nice, I wanted to say bronze, but that's a different colour. It's a nice gold. And again, I'm using clear acrylic to stick that down. I'm trying to blend these two glitters together to create an ombre. And again, tapping at the sides to keep all that acrylic on the nail so it doesn't fall to the side. And these two last nails are going to be exactly the same. So again, I'm coming in with this dark brown chocolate glitter. That's one of my own. Using clear acrylic to apply that to the nail. And then the bottom of the nail is going to be the gold colour. Now I'm using CJP crystal glass to encapsulate all of the nails. Popping on my first bead, bringing the bottom of the bead down, making sure I've got good apex in the back third. I come in my second bead, blend that into the first bead using my brush, and you can see here I'm tipping the nails down, and gravity's helping to just bring that acrylic down without me having to force it. And then I just shape the acrylic to where I want it, and you can see this one's a little bit lumpy bumpy, but all of that will be sorted out with filing, so I'm not worrying too much about that. Trying to make sure I've got enough acrylic on the end of that nail. Sometimes when you're doing a stiletto shape, the tip of the nail can break, so you need to make sure you've got enough. I need to make sure I've got enough acrylic there. First bead in again, letting gravity help me bring that down. Swiping the bottom of that acrylic down. Second bead on, blend that into the first using my brush. And then again letting gravity just bring that down, guiding it with my brush where I want it to go. On this nail, I don't need to encapsulate the amore area, so the core powder area. I'm just encapsulating that glitter, and I'm making sure that all of that glitter's gone matte. If it's still shiny, it's not capped, so it won't be into the nail, and you will end up filing through, creating silver patches. So I'm just placing my acrylic on the sides at the moment, making sure that I've got a full nail of nice strong acrylic, and then I move on to the bottom of the nail, blending that small bead back up into the other beads that I've placed on the sides, and then just guiding that down towards the tip of the nail. Again, swiping at the sides, making sure none of the acrylic's seeping over to create big chunky side walls. And then over onto the glitter nails, just again the same process applies, but just make sure that it's all capped, and you can do that by making sure that the glitter's gone matte. Now I've filed with a 100 grit file and I've buffed with my buffing block, and I've decided that the 2 pomegranate nails are going to be with velvet top coat, and the rest of the nails will be Tracy Lou's Dreamy Gels no wipe top coat, which is a shiny one. Best bit of the video, top coat. And then these are the finished nails. Thank you very much for watching. I hope everybody's well. Drop me a comment and I'll comment back to you. Thanks again for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.